Hey everybody, I'm so glad you could show up and listen to my video today because I have something I'm so excited about. It's Inka Gold paints by Viva Decor, and you may have seen them, maybe you have them in your workshop, but I love how they look on brass stampings. And as you know, we've been doing a lot of colorization videos lately, so I kind of like to show you how they work with brass stampings, and they have a couple little things that you need to know about using them, but it's not a big learning curve. They kind of remind you a little bit of Gilder's paste, but not, because they're not stinky, and they're water-based, and they're water cleanup, nothing to it, easy to clean them up, have good coverage, and they have you this gorgeous metallic mica sheen. So I'm just going to start talking about it, and I'm going to ask you to come back here, but first, before I forget, if you wouldn't mind, would you leave me a like or maybe a little comment if you like the video? And subscribe to the channel if you like the video, because we're going to be making lots of them and you don't want to miss one. So I hope you'll do that. But anyway, thanks for watching today. I appreciate it. Come on over and let me show you all about Inka Gold. Hey guys, what do you think of this? This is beautiful. This is pretty. These colors are so pretty. I'm just kind of playing around with it now, and I see like I got some mess up that I made that I'm going to have to fix. But anyway, it can be fixed, and that's the point. Anyways, beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this flower I did. I'm not done with it yet either, because it has a lot of cracks and crevices you have to get into. Look at these earrings. I don't know, I'm finished yet, but they're going to be earrings. How pretty is that? Those look like hot colors of India, you know? A spice market or something. That's beautiful. I love that. And then these are kind of muted. Turquoise and Marsala. Very pretty. Inka Gold. So what's the deal about Inka Gold? Well, first of all, I'll show you how it comes. It comes like this. And you have to open it very carefully inside. And then I'm going to show you, like, for example, once you get it open. This one's already open, so it's easy to show you. Okay. You can see I left this seal on in here, and there's a reason for that. You want to keep this covered up really tight, because you don't have to worry so much about it molding. Oh, I said the wrong word. You don't have to worry so much about it drying up. You can always bring it back with a few drops of water, no problem, but you have to worry about it molding. That's the big thing you have to worry about with Inka Gold. However, if you don't stick something polluted in there, like a dirty brush, or if you don't put any water in here of any kind, you know, you take it out, scoop it out to get water on it, you should be fine. Cover it up very tight and you'll be fine. If you're careless, that's when you have the problem. So here's what I do. I just open it up a little bit. You can see I put a little bit here. And I just take a little bit with a toothbrush, because you don't need a lot. I put all this glurp over here, it's dried out, but I can bring that back. You don't need much, because this is, you can tell, this is very pigment rich. It's full of mica. And Javi said she read about that it has beeswax in it too. I think, where'd you see that, Javi? There's a little thing you can lift up on.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it, in the back or the front?
It's on the front, I think. It says like a little
Okay, now
tactile.
see, I have to get this covered. I have to get that really good and tight, because I don't want mold in my Inka Gold. Okay, so can you open that for me,
Yeah.
Javi? Because I got these gloves. I got these gloves on because my hands don't look good already, and then I'll have all this stuff on.
I think these
Okay,
are the
this tells you all
instructions.
about it. This tells you what to do with it. Now I have to find the English ones.
It's in the middle of the show.
Okay. This Inka Gold can be applied to almost any absorbent surface. Ceramic, cardboard, wood, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, you can put it on metal too, and it's not absorbent. It works great on metal. I've been doing it for years, so tried and true. Can do it. Load a small quantity with a spatula. You know what would be really perfect if you had one of those little coffee stirrer things. You probably get a big bag of them on Amazon or something, and just scoop it out with that. You don't need much. And then you can put it on a dry sponge or soft cloth, and then polish with a rubbing action till it's shimmering beautifully. And then you want to protect it. You got to seal it. I use matte spray like I do everything, or you could do a UV resin top. Wow, that would look good. But I do a little different than they say. I'm not using you know, dry cloth or anything. You could try that. For me today, what I've been using is I'm going to put a little water in here and kind of reconstitute a little bit so you can see how that happens. It totally will come back so that you can use it. See? If you can see that. See? Ah,
Oh, no.
that was cute. We don't have any paper towels back here either.
Nope.
Oh well, we're just deal with it. Too bad, guys. I'm sorry. We're just going to burn through that. We don't need to worry about it. So you can see it's coming right back up with just a little bit of water. Most of the water went on here. So, okay, so I have this little bit here that kind of came off. Let's put it right back. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I like to apply it with these little cheapy sponges that you get in like a big bag of them for very, very little money. I like to use these. And I also like the Ice Resin brand brushes. I think there's
Ice
another bag
enamel?
of them over there.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, ice enamel ones. They're made by Ice Resin. These ones. We carry them at the site. I love them. You can wash them out if you're using a water-based product, or you can dispose of them because they're extremely inexpensive. No kidding, they really are. Like a quarter a piece or something. But, you know, why waste? You can wash them out and they're fine. But I'm just saying. So anyway, yeah, I was going to put that away. But they are wonderful. You get good coverage. And, oh, it's so shimmering and beautiful. And what beautiful things you can make, too. So anyway, we're going to do one together. Want to do one together? And then we'll talk about all the things to look for. Oh, I was telling you, we have copper. We have hematite. Let me bring this back here. We have copper and we have hematite. I have not tried this yet, but I think this is going to be amazing. It's going to look like gunmetal.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then, of course, here's Javi's favorite.
Purple.
She's a
Violet.
purple girl. A royal color. Color of queens and kings. Jade, we have. We have gold. I found with this Inka Gold, if it's going to dry out, the metallics seem to be the ones that dry out first. But you don't have to worry. If you keep them sealed tight, if they seem a little dry, you add a drop on them. Not much. I certainly didn't need to do this much. You don't need very much water. Really and truly, you don't. Just a drop, and it'll come right back. Perfect. We have, this one's so unique. It's called Marsala, and it's like a rich, deep pink. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then we have the turquoise, which I showed you. And then we also have apricot, which is upstairs because I forgot to bring it. Duh. But anyway, there's so many ways you can approach it, and a lot of the methods that you may already use, in applying paint, you just will apply to this. So now I've degreased these very carefully. You need to do that with your brass before you paint it, and I don't think I've been stressing that lately. So let me stress it right now. You need to always degrease, always. Because what will happen is the layer of grease on the top, especially because this has beeswax in it too, it'll interfere with coverage. Now, this stuff is going to go really good on the part of this that has some texture. Where I'll have problem is in the middle. So it will probably require 3 coats to get this done. But here's going to be simple. Let me just show you. See how that goes right on? No problem. And is that not beautiful? I mean, you could leave part of your brass, you could just leave it, part golden and part color. Don't worry about that getting, you're going to wipe it right off. No biggie. But you see how it doesn't want to, you have to, I kind of have to stipple it. But then what's bad, if you stipple it, many times you'll get this, you'll get air bubbles and stuff in it, which you will not like. So when you have smooth surfaces, you have to fuss with it a little bit. I'll be honest there with you. Now let me try let's try some from back here where it's a little bit thicker and see. Get another brush and try that. I like to play it with these foam brushes. Again, they're very expensive. See, now you can see If you like the texture that this adds, then fine. If you don't, you're going to want to wipe it out. And I'll show you how to, just like sometimes, you get bubbles in resin. It reminds me of that. Kind of, sort of. It's hard to get it, on a slick surface without several coats, and then you have to pull the texture out unless you like it. In which case, leave it, because it's not wrong to leave it. You don't have to take it out if you don't want to. This is your mixed media. You do what you want. So if you like it, leave it. There are some times I like it. I don't think I would like it here, though, very much. So now what I do to brush some of that out is I can use this one. I get one of my ice enamels brushes, and I just kind of pull it out. Now, I probably should have waited till this was just a little drier, because now it's just removing it. That first coat on a slick surface is kind of tough. But after that, it seems to just kind of cover itself nicely. So I'm just going to put on, and I'll have to fuss with that. The edges I will not have to fuss with. Just kind of, and I'm just going to have to figure, I'm going to have to go over this again. You know what, I'm just going to blot it out like that and just keep going on another coat. That's pretty like that. Isn't that pretty like that? Just to add a little color.
Like a tint.
Yeah, but you can see it can be done because I did it. But you do have to fuss with it when it's a slick surface a little bit. Let's see what happens. You know what, let me, follow the directions and put on my finger and rub it on. See it going on here? Just see what happens. Yeah, it's thicker this way, and you don't have so much of the texture stuff going on. You can wipe that out a little bit. And then just keep going on, cover the places that didn't get, filled. And keep going. But anyway, what I like to do is I like to add, several colors. I don't want to do just one. And what's nice is over these raised places, you can go right ahead and get the next color and put it right on. Now on this, you want to let it dry before you add anything to it. But on these parts, you can just, have fun and go right for it. Yeah, see, I just made that worse. Okay, so I probably just wiped that off until I got enough. But you can see it can be done. I have done it, and it looks beautiful. And I added to this one some of the Marsala, and I added a little bit of the gold to it. And I don't even know if I'm done with it yet. And I don't even know how I'm going to finish it quite. I might use resin. Resin over that would be really cool. I might try it, and I'll let you know. Anyway, so that's basically, the way that it works. As you just, take your surface and you apply it, put something on, and you just keep working it. So here's a cuff that I had done, and I'm still working on this, as you can tell. But I got some pretty solid coverage. And what I'm going to do with the cuff is I've got a pie crust bezel here from the website, which I've just painted the edge. I'm going to put that in the middle, and that's going to make it so it will hold my flower. And I'm going to have a fantastic cuff. And when you look in the side, you're going to see color instead of just space, dead space. What else you can do is you could take a little piece of sari ribbon and wrap around that and then tie it under. That's a cute look too, because it's kind of boho. But anyway, about this cuff, this is the next video. So hang in there. The next video, I'm going to show you how I make one. And I'm going to tell you where to get the parts, what the SKU numbers are, and everything that you need. In the meantime, if you want to work with the luggage tag, which starts out like this, and it's one of my favorite stampings. You do so many things with it. I've made cuffs with it, all kinds of things. It's FIG 04123. FIG 04123. Okay? So that's what you do. So basically, to start with Inka Gold, I would say start with 3 colors that blend good, that kind of bounce off each other, Start with 3. And then get your brass stampings together, whatever you want to use. I'm going to have some nice earrings here with these two. Here, let me put them down. And of course, for earrings, you got to paint front and back. Did I even do that here? No, see, I didn't do that here on this one. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay, but these are going to be spectacular. I just have to find the right beads to go with that. So anyway, you need, I would say 3 Inka Golds to get started. Some foam brushes, some ice enamel brushes, or whatever brushes you have that you like. You may paint a lot. You may know a lot more about brushes than I do. fine. And you know, if you want to leave a tip about what brushes you like to use on here, I would love to hear, because I just do surface treatments. I don't do, fine stuff. So if you have some ideas about a good brush that would apply this, we'd like to hear it. And then, you just go for it. Get some water and a paper plate, China. Yay. You can make a mess. And you can bring it back with water, too. So that's all I have to say about that for now. You're going to have to come back for the next video, because I'm going to make this cuff. And it's going to be cool. And you're going to like it. So, I'll see you then. It'll be the very next one after this. And in the meantime, if you wouldn't mind, leave me a comment. It means so much to me. It really does. We work hard on these videos. So, if you want to, it's like having a little conversation. So, talk to me. I want to hear what you have to say. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.